Good evening, everyone. So happy to see all of you all. Hi, Mona ma'am. Hi, Rupali ma'am. Good to see you too. We'll start in the next 2 minutes. It's 4 o'clock. So just 2 minutes to go. We'll start in 2 minutes. Right. So 1 minute to go, and then we start. And can we start now? It's 4 sharp. Mona ma'am, can I start? Right. So, good evening and welcome to all of you. We all know that we are in a position where, at least, if not, we cannot meet each other physically face to face. Here we are, we're meeting each other this way. Thank you, Tai Bhavnagar. Thank you, Harsha ma'am. Thank you, Mona ma'am. And Bhavnagar holds a very special place for me because that's where I met very renowned and dedicated educators in Gujarat. And it's been, I think, a yearly ritual to be meeting you all every June. So I'm happy that this time, if not June, in May itself, I'm ready to meet you all. Tai is doing a wonderful job through these power talks. And when you talk about power talks, it equally means that short talks that give you a lot of power and motivation. When we are into a lockdown, or even that now we have opened the lockdown, but still there are certain, things there are restrictions, and the age group, the early years that we focus into, these are the years that exactly the children are not still allowed to be out. It's been more than 2 months. Our 6 years, 7 year old, 3 or 4 year old children have been in their homes. Do you think if we as adults got so frustrated, we were complaining to each other, oh my God, we are stuck at home, what are these small children who are at home going to do? Who are their friends in such times? Yes, their friends at home at such times are their toys. Toys, as the title says, the wonder of toys, the world of toys, it is the child's world. The child, if he buys a new toy, that is his world. He is carrying it wherever he goes. He is, probably sleeping with it, eating with it, playing with it, showing it to everybody who comes home to him. And now these are the toys that are exactly the child's best friend in such a situation. Even when they come to school, play, as we say, playing. We've had a lot of discussions on play. We've had a discussion on play policy. And we all, as early years educators, know how important play is, how important the word playing is in a child's dictionary, which we feel is very unimportant. Oh, sirf khel raha hai. Playing is very genuinely called as khel raha hai. But playing plays a very important role. And for that child, play is also related to school. Don't we all give children a play time when they come to school? They have free play, they have structured play, and they have, in these play timings, there are these equipments that they used for their playing that are called toys. Now, toys, when you talk about in school, we all use different types of toys. Toys are for educational purposes. Toys are for fun. Toys are for entertainment. Toys are for fine motor skills. Toys are for gross motor skills. And there are different toys for different types of development in a child. Now, in school, we have a lot of toy availability with us, and an individual skill that the child we have to work on a particular lesson plan, we give them the toys for that lesson plan. But at home, now when we are slowly progressing towards home school learning, towards what we are now calling as online module of learning, wherein the child is at school, the child is at home, the teacher is at her home, and the school building is closed. So what do we have? Do we have toys that we could have actually wanted to give to the child? No. We have to now, as educators, find out ways in which the best way we can give these toys to the child. So let me just list down, there are a few common toys that every child has at his home. What would it be? It would be probably some soft toys like this. Some soft toys. Probably a child has balls at home. A child can have some transport or vehicular waste toys. A child can have certain action figures. Or a child can have certain type of wooden toys, some blocks or some plastic blocks, and very different common toys that are available to children at home. Now, when I plan my lesson plan as a teacher, I have to see to it that these children also get the, an opportunity to play with toys during the lesson plans while they were doing in school. So we can plan our lessons accordingly, thinking about what would be the common toys available with a child. So if I talk about a normal things like blocks, if I have blocks, I can have a lesson plan which says the child to probably build a big tower out of blocks, sort the blocks according to the color, sort the blocks according to the shapes of the blocks. If I am talking about sorting activity, there might be children who do not have certain toys. A child who has only 5 toys at home, and already it's been 2.5 months, this child has been exhausted playing with these 5 toys. What is it now that he's going to play with? What is it that you can use as a teacher in your lesson plan? So if, for example, I take up an activity of sorting into your curriculum, into your lesson plan for the day, what is it that we can use with our children while doing sorting exercises? We all have vegetables in our kitchen. Why not mix the onions and the potatoes? Onions and potatoes mixed together in a basket, and then the teacher can have a lesson plan saying sort them. Sort them as per their vegetable type, sort them as per the color, sort them as per, you can give them these various options. So this is a sorting activity that the children can do, and that can be vegetables that they can use as toys. Again, when you can also give them other things is musical instruments are very or musical toys are very attractive for a child. So in school, many times we give them those, musical telephones, the musical instruments like the shakers and the what we have in school called the drum, the bongo. Now this child whose hands are moving, who wants stuff to be done, he would want certain things which makes noise, wherein he can create music. So what is it at home? If your child doesn't have toys related to music at home, what is it that you can do? You can give him a simple thing. Take a bottle, fill in certain moong dal, fill a moong dal into half of that bottle. Take another bottle, you can fill kabuli chana into those bottles. Tell the parent to just do that much for you. Take another bottle and just fill in mustard seeds, rai ke dane into it. Then you can tell the child to take a rolling pin, that's your wooden belan, and a thali or a steel plate. And that is where the child can use all these things as their musical instruments. That is where the child can create his own toys at home. So these are all things that we can put it into our lesson plans. What are the other objects that I see around in my surroundings at home, and where as a teacher I can talk about is that how can I exactly now use this equipment at home with my children in the classroom, if at all they are doing a home play session. So these are the things that we can work on. Now for a child, toys also have a lot of emotional value. The child gets attached to these toys. Toys are not something that for them khela and rak diya. As I told you earlier, there are many children who carry the toy with them everywhere. There are many children who sleep with their toys. There are many children who, are so emotionally attached with those toys. But in today's time, even when these children get back to school, every child will have a certain, emotional connected to some particular toy in school. So at this point of time, along with toys, we also have to take care of the hygiene and cleanliness of the toys. Very practical things, because children in school will share toys. So another aspect when we talk about toys is how to clean them, how to maintain them, and how to see to it that children are using the toys correctly. So when you talk about sanitization of toys, actually sanitization you can do of toys that are wooden, that are of plastic, but soft toys are something that are washable. And how are we going to use it in these times? Can children be allowed to share the soft toys? No. At such times, we cannot be doing this with the children, because soft toys attract a lot of dust and a lot of infection. So that is something that we will have to be careful about. Now, when coming back to online classes, when we do online classes, these children, they love to show their toys to their friends. Do we allow that to them at home, to bring their toys to school? Once in a while, yeah, we have a play day wherein we tell them bring your favorite toy to school and show them. And that too for a limited 10-minute period, they just have to quickly remove and show. But now you're getting this opportunity for the child to show his toys to his friends. So why not have a session, a live session for 10 to 15 minutes, wherein these children come live with their favorite toy, and they get this opportunity to show their favorite toy to their classmates or to their friends. This is something that these children are going to love doing, because that is what they want to show their toys. They want to see what toys their other friends are playing with at home. So that is one more activity that can be done. Also talking about, why do we call it the world of toys? World is something that your entire day is around. So toys are something that the child needs. It is a necessity for a child. We cannot deny the child, because in today's time, as such, we have denied the freedom of a child to go out and play outdoors. Outdoor play, we all know that is very important. Outdoor play helps in building our large body muscles. It helps in our gross motor skills. Outdoor play helps in our social skills. Outdoor play helps us in many skill developments for a child, from climbing a slide to coming down the slide, to taking turns when they go up and down the slide, to talking on the staircases of the slide to your friends. You know, these are so many skills that a child is developing on a single slide that he goes up and down. That currently he cannot do. So what do we do? How do we replace the outdoor play toys into our house? Obviously, we all cannot bring in slides and swings into our homes. We cannot bring, as the parent, to have a facility wherein the child can have such things. So what are the things that we can do at home when we do not have these outdoor play toys? So for example, a simple outdoor play that toy that we usually use is a bowling alley. A bowling alley has where you have the skittles and the child has to throw a ball. So we all have balls at home. We all have empty plastic bottles at home. We can tell the child himself to line it up, 5 bottles in a line, and use his own ball to use it as a bowling skittle and ball. Another activity that was done outdoors can now be done indoor is something like we used to do hopping and jumping. So yes, we can place these plastic bottles in a sleeping position or a standing position and tell the child to jump over it, hop and go zigzag over it, or simply just draw a line with a chalk on the floor and tell the child to follow the zigzag pattern, tell the child to jump from here and there. So, you know, these are things that give them that physical activity that is required. So, toys are not exactly required that you will need a physical toy to do certain activities. We as educators is now the time for us to innovate and to keep our brain cells working into what is the best that I can do for my child when he is not able to come and access the toys in school. So this was about the world of toys for children. This was about the world of toys, what I had to share with you all. I hope you all had some information, some ideas about how you can use these toys with your children at home while they are at home during their lesson plans and also when they come back to school. Thank you so much. Thank you.